Hi, this is Chef Paul, and today we're going to be making salsa, roasted tomato salsa that you would eat with chips or get it in a Mexican restaurant. We did guacamole last week, goes good with that too. So this is another thing you can eat with chips or quesadillas or anything like that. So you use tomatoes. You can use any type of tomato that you can get. You can use any tomato. But then what you're going to do is you're going to take the core out. So I'm going to go through the whole mise en place first though. You're going to use cilantro, which I have here, green onions, you have regular onions, you can use white or red. I have garlic, and then fresh jalapenos, and I'm going to roast it all, and I'm going to show you how you blend it. So let's start with the tomato. First thing you do is you're going to grab the tomato, and you're going to take the core out. So to take the core out, you just get a little knife, like that, and you're just going to pop the core out, just like that. You should pop it right off. This sucker doesn't want to come off. There we go, just like that. Then you're going to do the tip. With the tip of the knife, you just go like that. Do it again. So you're going to take the core, and again, you can use any type of tomato. Any type of, these are the on the vine tomatoes they sell, but you can use Romas or whatever you have. Again, no stickers. Take it again, and you're just going to take that core up. Okay, turn it, take the core. It pops right out. Then with the tip of the knife, you just score it. One last one. You're just going to take it like that. Take that core out. And you're going to score it like that. Now what we're going to do is I have some in here already, but I'm going to put a bunch of them in here. I'm going to take them, and you're going to put them in a bowl, right? Take them in a bowl. We're going to be using fresh jalapenos for this. We're going to put our fresh jalapenos in here, right? And you can do this on a barbecue too, but I'm just going to use an oven, and I'm going to put a little bit of fat. I'm just going to put a little bit of oil on it, whatever you have. You don't have spray, you can just lightly toss it. Get them coated, all right? Then I'm just going to use salt and pepper. You can use whatever you like. A little bit of salt. I'm going to put a little pepper on here. I'm also going to throw some garlic. I'm going to roast the garlic in there as well. Give it a little flavor. Garlic. Make sure you get it coated a little bit. All right, now I'm going to take these, and I'm just tossing them. You know, this is just jalapenos, garlic, salt and pepper, tomatoes that have been cored, right? Then what we're going to do is, like I said, you can do it on a barbecue. We're going to go ahead and use our oven. We're just going to take it, lay it out, all right? We're going to get these all spread out. All right. And now I'm going to go ahead and put this in a 400-degree oven, and we're going to roast them for roughly 20 minutes, and then I'm going to show you how you turn it into salsa. All right, these were in the oven for about 20 minutes, and you can see this is what you're looking for. Everything is turned brown, the skin is starting to peel off, it's nice and roasted, and now I'm going to show you how we can turn this into salsa. All right, so now we're going to turn this into salsa. You can see we got everything roasted here. You can do this in a blender. I got a food processor. I'm going to throw some garlic in here. And now the thing with the tomatoes, why we scored them, is you can take some of the skins off. See, when you score them, it comes right off. See all that little, by doing that, the skins come off. And a little bit of skin ain't gonna hurt it, but you just can see how that, look at that. You see how the skins are that way? You just kind of peel them right off. So you can take some of them off if you don't want any skins in there. But if a little bit gets in there, it's not gonna hurt it at all. You can have them with or without. But I like to take some of the skins off of the tomatoes. They're a little, so I'm just going to go around, and I'm going to take these off. See how they pop right off? I'm just using my hands. And they're pulling right off. And that's because we scored them. So that's why you score them. I'm going to put them inside here. And again, you don't worry about it. If you got a little skin in there, it's all good. You know, you just take what you can. Any skins go on there, that's all good. And then we're going to blend this up. And then they're going to have to season it again. Again, we're going to have to use a lot of salt because, you know, we got to add, the tomato doesn't have that flavor we need, so you got to make sure that you add a lot of salt to it. So I'll continue doing this, then we're going to blend it. So the jalapenos too, you can take off the skin if you want to. You can see how they kind of will, you can scrape them. I don't really care about it, so I'm going to go ahead and put it in. Now, if you don't want it hot, you'll take all the seeds out if you want to scrape it, but I'm going to keep some of these seeds in. I want to get some heat in here, so I'm going to go ahead and just keep those in. And what I'm doing is I'm just cutting them. Again, if you don't want it hot, you'll scrape the seeds. The seeds are what make it, give it the heat that you want. So we're going to go like that, and then now I'm going to blend it. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and pulse this. So we get it all in there, and now I'm going to take this out. I'm going to put it in a bowl. It's still warm, so remember, this is served cold, so it's really loose like this. What I'm going to do is put it in a bowl, and then I'm going to show you how we're going to add some other stuff to it. We're going to flavor it. All right, so there you go. I have it I have this in a bowl and it's still warm. Now you got a couple things going on with this. First of all, we're gonna serve this cold. So I'm gonna get it chilled and it's gonna get a little thicker. And the other thing is you need to add salt to it. So the thing is when you're dealing with something that's warm, you're gonna taste more salt. So you kind of wanna like, I guess the word would be over salted a little bit, because when something's cold, the salt doesn't come out as well. You won't taste it the same. So if you salt it and you go, oh, it's perfect and it's hot, and then when it's cold, you don't have the same salt. So I'm gonna go ahead and you really need to make sure that you add enough salt to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna salt this. All right, put the salt in here. I'm gonna taste it in a minute. Get all that salt inside of it. Then I'm gonna add onions, because for texture. You can roast them, but since we roasted everything else, I like to keep them a little bit fresh. It gives it a little more texture to our salsa. I'm gonna add some of those to them. I'm gonna add some green onions to them too. You know, a little bit of green onion in there. I even saved a jalapeno, so I may, for the extra hot one, I'm gonna dice some of that up and you can have an extra hot one. I'm gonna throw some cilantro in here, right? You're gonna get that all mixed inside. Again, remember, this is gonna be, this is served cold. I'm gonna put this in the refrigerator in a minute. Add some more. That nice cilantro flavor going on. Now I gotta taste it. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and taste this to make sure that I have enough salt in it. You know, I tasted it already. I put some in already, but it was nowhere near where it should be. And it's still not there. So I'm gonna add more. Salt, it takes a lot of salt. All right, so I got a little bit of salt in here. Mix it up, all right. And you can add anything to this. You can add any garlic, salt, you can add any other flavor profile you want. So there you have it. There's the tomato salsa. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna put it in the refrigerator for about an hour before you can actually eat this with chips.